Welcome back, guys. I think you guys have been looking forward to this. We've got the Halo done. What are we going to do in this episode? We're going to do some optimization. And there's plenty to optimize. Trust me. Let's start off. Let's have a look at the money. So, while we're making money, and we're making like pretty good money, we're making, I don't know, probably somewhere around, well, like right now it's around, it bounces around so much because it depends when these Shinkansens kind of deliver their passengers. So there's like a long pause and then a big dollop of cash. So I don't know, we're somewhere probably around, I don't know, let's say 50. Yeah, let's say 50. I've let this run on for like 4 years now, just to let the passengers even out and whatever. So let's say we're making 50. I reckon we could double that with some optimization. So I think we should do it. Well, by the way, somebody was saying, what's the headquarters doing? Our company score's up to 110. Wow. Okay, that's pretty good going. Let's go and have a quick look at the headquarters because somebody was like, "Oh, please let's have a look at the headquarters and see if it's grown." Where is the headquarters? I put the headquarters up in Alextown, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, there it is. There's the headquarters. Hasn't changed. I think it peaks at like company level, sort of 50 or something. Because that's still the same. But it is, somebody was saying, I wonder if it's still the tallest building in the city. And yes, it is. And they've even got a little radio mast on top to make sure. Good for them. Right. So let's get on to some optimization. So let's start with the line statistics. Our goods airline is just making tons of cash. But if you think about it, I mean, this thing's probably making like average around 40 million profit a year. And we're only making like around 50 million profit a year. So the rest of our lines are not profitable. What? Well, everything looks good up here. Let's flip it around. And suddenly we see where the problems are. Look, we've got lines which are losing like 3, 4, 5. I mean, that thing's currently losing 7 million. And the reason is very obvious. We've got too many trains on here. Here, we're only carrying, I mean, less than half of our capacity. So let's start dealing with these. So let's move you over there. So Joe Spa, we have got 2 Shinkansens on here, right? This one's only carrying like 54 passengers, so one of them's got to go. And I tell you what, yeah, let's see. Train 28, you're going. So let's get rid of train 28. Boom, it's gone. Right, cool. And then next, Rogie Fullerton. We've got 2 trains on here. We're carrying 32 of a potential 88 passengers. So yeah, we just want to get rid of one of these trains. So it's going to be train 44. You're out of there. Goodbye. So that's Rogie Fullerton. Corpse at Shonkelbriff. Again, about half, a little bit less than half. So let's get rid of train 15. We'll just run a single. I mean, I could drop this down to maybe like 2 people each, 2 carriages each, and still run 2 trains, which would be nice frequency wise. But it's this one. What's our frequency? Our frequency is every 3 minutes. Yeah, I don't want to go too much beyond like 3-4 minutes frequency wise. I mean, it's fine for the Shinkansen. I don't mind those having a longer frequency. But I want to keep the frequency up a little bit. So maybe we'll just drop the carriages down. Yeah, I think that's probably what we'll do. So in that case, let's edit both of them. And we'll get rid of at least a couple of carriages. You know what? We were less than half capacity, weren't we? So let's drop it down like that. Okay, and we'll see what that does. So let's see. Rogie Fullerton, we've done that one. Joe Fullerton. So Joe Berg Fullerton, we're a little over half capacity. So I tell you what we'll do. Well, what's the frequency, Joe Fullerton? 117. You know, we can get rid of one of these trains. So what I'll do, because we're a little over half capacity, we'll get rid of train 35, sell that, but we'll add an extra carriage onto the remaining train. So we'll add one of those. Yes, modify. Hooray. Okay, so that's that one. Hopefully that's going to start making some differences. Joe Kirk. Yeah, that one definitely needs to lose a Shinka sense. So let's go over here. Train 46, I think it's going to be. Train 46, you're out of there. Bye-bye. Throw your filthy stuff out in the street. Bye. Don't call us. Al Zero is next. We're running... Al Zero, what are we... Oh, man, look at this. We're running 20 passengers. We've got capacity for like 250. Good, great. You know what? I should actually pause this so that it stops jumping around while we're trying to look at it. So, yeah, man, 250. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, this is... The thing is, this is understandable because we've added in the express routes. A lot of passengers are skipping stations. So it's no surprise. Now, our frequency is... which one? Our frequency is about 3 minutes, which is about where I want it. So I'm going to keep the 2 trains, but we're going to drastically cut back on the carriages. So let's manage the old vehicles, and we'll cut this down. Let's cut this down to like 2. And even 2 is overkill, but it'll save us a ton of cash. So modify that, please. Okay. The big pink thingy is getting smaller and smaller. We need to give that a little snip. That's way over. So we're probably going to change it. Lucy, who asked for this, wants me to put this on a train that's bigger. We'll do that later. So let's see. Big pink thingy. Yeah, you're going to lose a carriage. Snip. Bye bye. Okay, that's that done. Okay, so that gets us then down. So the fuel and goods line, I'm going to leave that alone at the moment. Now the Honker Joe Express is carrying about 160 passengers, which is a train load. Okay, so let's get... Oh, that's Gordon and Thomas. No, we don't want to get rid of Gordon and Thomas. Hang on a second. Can you, like, if I go into edit mode, can you modify... Nah, it'd be really nice if you could modify the consist and just like get rid of a couple of carriages, but you can't. So that is what that is. So I'm going to leave that one alone because we've got Gordon and Thomas. Somebody suggested that I should add Percy and Henry and Percy. We should have Henry and Percy and James. We should all the Shinkansen should be the Thomas the Tank Engine characters. Right, where are we? Kirk's a rotor. We're like, I mean, what, a third? Like about a third of the passengers? A third of our capacity. 3 minutes is about right. So we'll just lose some carriages off there. So again, we could drop down to like a couple of carriages. Wow. Okay. You know, I think I'm gonna drop it down like by half, and we'll just leave it at that for now. Modify that. Oh, man. Okay, well, we're getting through it. Next. Honker Joe Express. That was the one I was going to leave, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll leave that for now. I might get rid of what... I mean, well, at the moment, it's only losing like 1.6 million, which is kind of bearable. Let's see. Joe Kirk. Let's have a look at that one. So, Joe Kirk and Corp Joe, both of them, yeah, about half capacity. Frequency's okay, so we just want to cut down the carriages. So again, we'll take off. Let's take off 2 of those, modify, and then Corp Joe. We'll just drop a carriage off each one of those, I think. So goodbye, modify. Did I modify those one? Yeah, I did. Good. All right, cool. So that's the worst offenders. Okay, so I think the thing to do now is let this run on, and we'll see the impact of those changes. While we're waiting for the impact of those changes, let's take a look at some station statistics. Now, we've got a few overloaded stations, which is good news. Like Kirkpatrick, for example. We've got loads of passengers queued up at Kirkpatrick. Let's go and take a look. And instantly we can see the Barton to Kirkpatrick line is overloaded and needs more capacity, which is this train, which is already a fairly big train, but it's running full. So go and have a look at Barton. Are we full at Barton on the other end? Ah, no. We're not full at Barton on the other end. It's kind of interesting. Huh, okay. So Bart Kirk, we've got like 300 people waiting at one end. The other end, it's like 85. I think this is this the... Yeah, no, that's Alextown. It's this one. No, that's Bart Cretchy. God, I can't find it. Let's find the line again. So Bart Kirk. Let's pin that. Put that down there. We are making a profit. We should be, because we're not fulfilling the capacity, so we're running full all the time. Now, I could crank this up to electric trains, which would be a bit faster, but I don't think that's going to solve the problem, to be honest. We're running 2 trains. I'm just wondering why we've got such a build-up at this end. Okay, it's dropped off a little bit. We're running 6. The thing is, we're running 6 carriages. Oh, now I tell you what we could do. Okay, I tell you what. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to upgrade these carriages, which will give us a tiny bit more capacity and a little bit more speed. Yeah, let's do that. So, what do I want to do? Let's replace them. So we will go with, when we're going with this diesel engine, we'll stick with that. And then we want passengers. We're going to upgrade from these. These are 21, 75 miles an hour. These are 22, 87 miles an hour. So it just gives a little bit more capacity. So what do we want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Replace. Okay, we'll see if that helps out, because this isn't over by much. And it's kind of bouncing around, it seems, between about 250 and 350. So just a few extra capacity might just bring that down. We'll see. We'll see. We'll let that run on. Now, let's go back to station statistics. So, the Isle of Sass has got a couple of overloaded stations. I'm guessing this is like a bus or a tram route. Let's go and have a look. Let's whiz over to the Isle of Sass. It's a couple of bus stops by the look of it. So, let's turn on our icons for stations and bus stops. Okay, so yeah, look at this. This is a tram line. So it's people wanting to go to the train station. Okay, that's a good thing. And also over here, well, that's not overloaded. So I think just maybe a bit of an upgrade of our tram line. Let's go over here. Sorry, Untitled Sass. Oh, right, because we go all the way down here. Now we don't need to do this anymore. Ah, there you go. You see. So what we actually want is to be able to turn around and go back up here. Okay, all right. Let's do this then. Let's upgrade this street like that. And then we'll put in some tram tracks like that, so this can turn around at that point. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to pause it, and this is going to go bye-bye. Remember, there was a harbour here, if you don't remember. We are going to just get rid of that. I might put a road down here, but it's not going to be a tram road, and we'll just get rid of that for now. What else do I want to do? You know what? Let's let that run on. So what's happened to the line? Oh, it's doing a turnaround there. Why is that doing that? Okay, what I might do, I'm thinking of maybe moving that stop over here so that it's just a nice turnaround here. Let's do that. Let's do that. So if I bulldoze that stop, oops, come on, bulldoze that stop, and then put in, where are we, buildings, and then put in a stop. It should move it over here with a bit of luck. If I stay close enough to it. Has it picked it up? Yes, it has. Hooray! So now the line Oh, now it's doing that. I want you to go round. Ta! It's kind of irritating. Okay, what if I move it like a bit closer? I just want it to do a nice loop. What the hell's wrong with you? Oh, you know, what I could do to persuade it to do a loop is just put one side of the station in. But I like having both sides of the station in. What if I put it... See, if I just put that in, but then it's doing this crazy double go around, which is just ridiculous. Oh. Why is it doing that? Okay, well, there's one other way to deal with this. Get rid of that. Put in a stop over there and put in a stop over there. And then what we need to do is add... So let's see, we want to go 6th Street. Oh, this is starting. Oh, is that the problem? Because we've got 6th Street. Yeah, we've got 6th Street in twice. Okay, we don't want to start at 6th Street. Get rid of... See, now it's going round. And I don't really need the second stop, but I'm going to put the second stop in because why not? It'll be fine. So let's, after 6th Street, add... There we go. Let's see, how's our coverage? Okay, so that covers that area nicely. This just extends it a bit further over there. This... You know, I think we actually need some extra... What the hell? There we go. Yeah, you know what? We can actually do with some extra coverage because we're not picking up people out here. Oh, okay. Our assassin needs a bit of work. Okay. But let's get on to the problem. So we've got too many people. We need to improve the line. You know, it's because it's picking up the Isle of Sass when I'm trying to click on this. Because for some reason this has a box which is much bigger than the label. Okay, so what do we want to do? Well, we're running 3 trams. Now that I've got rid of that extra bit, the trams will be running more frequent. Let's maybe upgrade them. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Manage vehicles. What could we replace these with? So we're currently running these deal WIT 3000s. Yeah, they need to be upgraded. Let's go for these LVS 86s. So replace those. Boom. Right, I think that should solve the problem. Good, go. All right, next. Go back to the station stats. So we've got one in Gigabyte City. We've got one in Sparrowtown. Got a little bit going on down here. Let's go and have a look at Gigabyte. We haven't been to Gigabyte for ages. Let's go and have a look at Gigabyte. So what's going on in Gigabyte? Good lord. We got a lot of passengers waiting here. This stop has been a problem, like, for ages. Now, this is on a tram line. You can see the tram line's going out here and then coming back. And it's picking people up out here. And then by the time it gets to here, it's full. And that's why these people are never getting back to, like, or never getting to the station. So, well, see, look, this tram is full. How many trams have we got on this line? We've got 3. 3 seems a bit light. So I'll tell you what, let's go to manage vehicles. Let's clone one. No, I didn't want to. Well, I do want to replace them all, actually. So go on, let's do that. Let's replace them all with these LVS 86s. Boom. Oh, see, it's only done 1. Why did you only do 1? Replace all of them. Thank you. Right, and then I'm going to clone one. Oh, no depot. Okay, well, that's a problem. In that case, we might live with this. So we were carrying 19. These have got 27. Sorry, yeah. So we've gone up from 19 capacity to 27. That might make the difference and start getting these passenger numbers down. What are we? We're at 76. So we've got quite a few to get through. You know, an extra one on there would actually be a good idea. Hang on, we have got like 3 lines in here. Let's bring up the lines. We've got 3 lines. And it's just this one that's got the problem. Let's see. So Okay, so now this one coming back has actually got a little bit of space. It's got space for 13 passengers. So now we'll reduce this from 80 down to... Okay, so we're down to 67. We might let that run for a bit, because I think that might be enough to just get those passenger numbers down. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so that's Gigabyte. What else? So hopefully the Isle of Sass we'll be dealing with. Yeah, it looks like we're doing it. We've got Deadlock Transfer. That's cargo. Oh, that's the one. Deadlock Transfer. Let's go and have a look. Oh, okay. We need, I think, a bit more capacity here. Now let's have a look at the line. This line, see, this line's got a rate of 396, and it needs to be over 400. So, like, over time, right? Those extra 4 or 5 a year are going to build up, build up, build up. So what we want to do is just put, really, an extra vehicle on here. I mean, we could put like an extra 2 for comfort, couldn't we? So let's pick a couple of those and clone them. Cha-ching! Okay. So we've got a couple of extra vehicles on there. But to make sure that we've got the capacity, let's configure this and add a couple of extra platforms. So we've got a little bit of room for extra capacity. There we go. Yeah, one more. Why one more? Why not? Doesn't hurt. Alright, cool. So hopefully that should solve that problem. Right. And we've been running on for a bit. Let's have a look. Oh, look. Yeah, things are definitely, like, potentially a bit better. Let's have a look at the line statistics again. Are things improving? Yeah, things are definitely improving. Corpse Honker, we're at about half capacity. So I'm going to manage these. We'll edit them and we'll drop them down by a couple of carriages each. Boom, boom, and modify. Cool. All right, sweet. So, well, we've definitely reduced the amount that are losing millions, which is good news. Al-Zero, we're over 50%, so that should actually start making a profit at some point. That's at about half capacity. Corpse Honker, but that's over half capacity, so that should start making a profit. That's at half capacity. That's almost full. That's going to start making a profit, so that's good. Okay, so yeah, I would need to run this on for a couple of more years to get the full impact. Let's have a look at the station stats again. Okay, we've got rid of virtually all the problems. Peshawar, let's go and have a look. The next tram that turns up. Here we go. Have you got space? Yes, look. Now we're down to 50. Yeah, that's going to solve that problem. My lord. Okay, I think we have solved all of our overloaded station problems, so that's really good. And we just need to run this for a little bit longer. All right, you know what? Let's run it for a bit longer. Now, I've got an error up here. Oh, we've got a couple of trains. Oh, pause. What's up here? Okay. So, you're on the wrong track. Let's flip you around and run it on. Are you going to move? No, you're not going to move. Oh, seriously? Okay. Okay, this is weird. I don't know why that train has got stuck. Because that should be able to pull in a bit further. But it isn't. Huh. This is tricky because this train won't like properly flip around. Because it won't. No path electric. I'll flip you around. Now it's waiting for a free path. Oh man. The only way that I can do this is to actually like I wonder if I could put a signal in. I was going to say the only way I can do it is like to delete a bit of track to move the train back, but maybe I can do it by putting a signal in. Now where's I'm actually looking for where the switch is and I can't see it. Oh, the switch is there's the switch. The switch is back there. So really we want to put a signal in a second. This comes in this way. So I want this on this side of the track. Where's the switch? There's the switch. Just before the switch there. No. Let's see if I can do it on that side. No, it's not going to move the train. Damn it. Sometimes it will. Oh, man. I wonder. How about if I... Can I try putting a switch on this side? Yeah, it's not going to let me put a signal on there because it's in the middle of a switch. Ah, oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to get rid... See, the section that I really want to get rid of is this section, but that's just the one section I can't get rid of. All right, boom. And then I'm going to push you back into the station like that. Then fix the track. Catenary's on high speed. Like that. Oh, see, it pops straight out again. Huh. Okay, that's a problem. I'm gonna have to. You know what? If I put in a little switch like that and just get rid of the darn train, and then hopefully, stop, and then hopefully I can fix this. So, get rid of you. I obviously need a little bit more room here on this, maybe on this switch. So let's do this switch a little bit further out. So let's have the switch start, say, there. So we'll run it out like that far. And then put in the other half there. Okay, hopefully that will solve that problem. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause this. Stop that. And we'll jump on board this train. And we'll let this train get to the other end of the line. Oh, let's enjoy a bit of a third-person run on this. Let's turn off those icons so that we can enjoy it. I just love going past the airport. It's just so cool. And then once this train gets to the other end, which is Al the Beast we're headed to, then we'll turn off or turn back on the other train. Oh, these Shinkansens are beautiful. I'm so into this at the moment. It's like I don't want to play anything else. I just want to play this. Alright, so pause. Go to the other end. Now, which was this? This was train 47. So we want train 52 and we want to turn you on, baby. Okay. Right, that's that done. So now we'll let it run at high speed. Now I said I was just going to let the thing run on for a little bit and see what the impact of those changes is. Yeah, see, we need to let this run because those two trains were stuck. Now we need to see what the capacities are going to be. All right, we'll let it run on for like, I don't know, a while and see what the numbers look like. Okay, so I've run it on for a couple of years and you can see we're now up to, about 75, 80 million a year. So, yeah, we're getting there. But I'd still like to get this up a bit more. So let's have another look at our line statistics. And I've just been having a little look and I've seen something that I think can save us like quite a lot of money. Right, so let me pause. Let's take a look at Rogie Fullerton. And I'll show you where I think we can make this line. Instead of like, we've cut the losses, but we're still not making a profit. Now, like, why? Why? Like, you know, we're shipping some passengers. We're not that far off the numbers, but we're not making money. And I'll show you for why. So if we look at Rogie Fullerton and we look at this train in particular, manage the vehicles. Now this is using an electric Russian class CHS4. If we actually take a look at that locomotive, this thing costs 20 million and it costs 3.3 million a year to run. Now let's compare that against the diesel version. Now this is a very powerful train, but we're only running like 2 carriages, right? If we swap to the diesel, right, which does, and we want it's this, no, it's that one. What we do have this one, which is the 75 mile an hour version. It's about half the power, but look, it's like what, over 1.5 million a year cheaper. Which is like that's the difference between making profits and not making profits. So I think we're going to switch to this one. I was going to switch to this one, which is even like wages like almost 2.5 million a year cheaper. And to be honest, like that would do. But I think we'll probably go for this newer one. We're not that desperate for cash. So let's get rid of that. Pop that on. Modify. Okay, cool. Right, so that line now, let's crank this up. That line now, with a bit of luck, where are we at? Rogie Fullerton. We'll let that run and we'll see. We'll see what that does. We can probably do the same with Spa Rogie. So let's take it. So the big pig thingy, which is consistently losing money, manage the vehicle and modify it. And we get rid of... Oh, hang on a second. What is that? So I'm trying to mouse over it so it'll tell me what it is. Huh. If I switch to reply, nah, that won't tell me. I'll mouse over it. Yeah, that's a CHS4. I thought it was. So yeah, we want to replace that. That confused me because because it's pink. It's confusing me when it's pink. I was looking at the cab front there. I was thinking, is that already one of those? It's not. So let's get rid of that. Add one of those. Oh, it needs to be pink, doesn't it? Yeah, of course it does. So change it to pink. God, that's so horrible. No. Pause. Let's try that again. I didn't click on the add. So get rid of that. Add one of those. Add a pink one of those. God dear. How do I? Oh, no. How do I get through the day? You must ask. Modify. Right. Okay. So that's gonna bring us in an extra like 3 million a year just making those changes. Corpse Hatch Honker Brief. We could do the same thing. I think. Where's Corpse Hatch Honker Brief? It's just disappeared. Oh, there it is. Corpse Hatch Honker Brief. Let's leave it running. Manage the vehicles. We're going to do the same thing with this. We're only running 3 carriages. When we get like 4, 5, 6 carriages, then the electric trains make a lot of sense. But these don't. So get rid of that. Get rid of that. Add one of those. And add one of those. Modify. Boom. Alright, cool. So that's going to save us, what? Another... I mean, if we say 1.5 million each, that's like an extra 6 million right there. What else can we do? What else can I... Don't you just love this kind of stuff? Now, the other thing, the Honker Brief Joe Express. This thing is not running at capacity. We need to do something about it. Now, I didn't change it before because we've got Gordon and Thomas. So what I'm going to do, Gordon's going to go bye-bye, right? So he's only carrying 12 passengers. So, Gordon, you are out of there, right? And then what we'll do, if I bring up that line, jump over there. Now, this is the Honker Brief Joe Express. But I thought, I still want Gordon and Thomas running kind of on that line. If we go over to, let's see, I've lost my orientation. Here we go, Joburg. If we go over to Joburg, we've got 2 Shinkansen lines on here, which I need to rename because this, oh no, that's not a Shinkansen line. I've got the wrong station. There we go. So we've got the TPS Joe Kirk, and this should also be a TPS line. So train passenger Shinkansen, right? So we've got Thomas running on that one, right? But we've also got this other line, which is this one. So this can be Gordon because then they're still running on the same line. So what do we want to do? Train 45. You are going to be Gordon. Okay, so that is going to save us, I don't know, like a lot. Let's see. So let's have a look at the finances. So this is going to like halve our finances on that line. So it's going to save us about, so what How much do they cost? About 7 million a year running costs by the look of it. If I look at the details on Thomas, does it tell me the running cost per year? Yeah, there you go. 8 million. So that's going to save us 8 million a year. So that's like another 14 million we've saved. 6 plus 8, 14. So that should... Oh, look at it. Look at our earnings. Over 100 million. Temporarily. Oh, look at this. 99. 100 million. Well, that was the target for this episode. To basically double our profits from 50 up to 100. Oh, 109, 108. You know what? That'll do, pig. Okay, I'm pleased. Having done that, next episode, I've actually got a lot of upgrading to do. And now that I've bumped up the earnings so that we've got a decent amount of cash coming in, I think it's time to start doing some maintenance type stuff. Now, you're running 115 passengers of a potential 160. So I'm expecting that this line's actually going to be profitable going forward. Would be nice. Oh, look. There we go. Delivery of passengers. We'll see. But I reckon that's going to get profitable now. See, if we halve the running costs. So the running costs are about 8 million. And we're going to be bringing in around 9-10 million. So yeah, we should start making a profit on that line. So that's really good. Awesome sauce. You know what? This Al0 line, we're only running 2 carriages on there. Now these are the old diesels. But look, we're running like 21 passengers of a capacity of 84. Now, obviously, I could get rid of one of the trains, but that's going to increase my frequency. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of a halfway house with that line. We're going to do this. I'm going to get rid of one of the trains. Now that's going to drop my frequency down to about 6 minutes, which is not so great. So what do I want to do? I want to sell you. Right. But what I'm going to do with train 6 is change it from the old diesel, which is running at like max 62, and we're going to bump it up to one of these. I do need to change the carriages as well, though. So actually, let's get rid of that completely. Go for one of those and up the passenger cars to the newer type. Those. Modify. Boom. So I wonder what our frequency is on there now. Can you show me the line? There we go. So still around 6 minutes, which is less than I'd like, but we'll see. But look, with so few passengers, we'll see what that does. We'll see what that does. Changing those passenger wagons has just reminded me that we may have some other instances where we need to do that. See, Joe Corpse, we're running over 50%. So I think we should actually upgrade these vehicles. We're going to be doing more. Like in the next episode, we'll do a lot more of this, I think. Let's just replace those with... We'll go with the newer diesel with the better wagons. Replace. Cha-ching. Cool. And what else can we do? These are all the newer type. These are all the new. It looks like most of them are, you know what, let's switch to trains. Let's just look at the trains. Yeah, you know what? We could potentially upgrade all of these to the newer versions. Now, what are the trains on? I think that's the intermediate one. Let's change that one. Let's change that one. So we want to. What are these? These are the DF5s, which I think this one, which is only like 50 miles an hour, which is not great. So yeah, let's bump those up. So we want one of those with 3 carriages. 1, 2, 3. Replace. Boom. Okay. But look, there's a lot of this to do. But now, look, our worst offender is only losing us like 1 million. And if we look at that line, is it getting better? Yeah, we've cut the costs quite dramatically. That's just a lack of passengers. Now, the other way to solve this, of course, is to start growing our towns. And that's something else that we could do. And we can do that by adding cargo routes and stuff into places to get them to grow. So, like, we need to grow Sorota a bit, I think, because look, we're not getting any growth from supplying it with anything. We're maxed out on bonuses from destinations and stuff. So yeah, but if we could grow Sorota a bit, then we'd have more passengers to ship around. Cool. I definitely need to have a look at this Honker Biff Gugget's food fuel line, because that's consistently losing money. Come here. So look at the finances. Yeah, we're consistently losing money. What are the trains? Those are those new DF4Bs. I mean, I think we just need to cut down the consists. So let's see, if we change them to one of those, and then we want, let's see, we want 4 of these boxcars. So if we change it to like 3 of these boxcars, actually, you know, why am I doing it like that? Why don't I just go to modify and just like take off a boxcar, take off a tank, modify, boom, right, and that hopefully will just start to make that line a little bit more profitable, which would be a very good thing. Let's have a look. Finances. Yeah, we just literally we just need to cut the costs a little bit, which that should do. All right, sweet. Oh man, okay, we'll leave it there for this episode, with us having like more than doubled our profits. I'm very, very pleased with that. I'm going to call this episode a success. Next episode, I think we can go on and do more. We'll play around with some towns. We'll see if we can improve the towns a little bit. Maybe do some a little bit of road work. We'll do a whole bunch of upgrading. Do we need to upgrade vehicles? I don't know. Probably not, because we haven't been running the time on. And the reason, oh, by the way, a lot of people have been saying, a few people have been saying run the time on. Now, I want to get everything kind of settled now that we've put the halo in and everything, and then we'll start running the time on again. But still more to do. Guys, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. I'm expecting lots and lots of comments. I'll catch you for the next one. Peace out.